So Thursday, folks show up, the hotel takes over officially, and there's setup going on, and the pool party starts, and I had the amazing opportunity to be down in the lobby and help out fundraising for the National Coalition for Sexual Freedom, NCSF. So SPLASH Takeovers does a raffle for them at every event. And it's really cool. So a quick shout out, I'll give you all my spiel. So you just pretend like if you see me in the lobby next time. But basically NCSF is the group that advocates for us, for those of us who live alternative lifestyles. They're the folks that will come to rescue if you are being challenged for your job for a morality clause, or your ex is going against you for child custody because of the way you live your life. Businesses in this lifestyle community, they will help people navigate the business world, the legal issues, media stuff, things like that. They work for free. They are all volunteers, and the money goes directly to NCSF. So I was helping folks give their donations and buy their raffle tickets for the NCSF raffle. And so what was really fun for me was, though, I got to talk to a ton of people. That's why my voice is almost always after our weekend, it always is going. But that for me was so fun. And you talk about being more engaged. Mm-hmm. It was amazing because I met like 150 people or 200 people just in that afternoon coming in the door very casually. So it was really cool because all weekend long I saw all sorts of people that I had met and talked to and chatted with, and I really enjoyed that. So I feel like for me, that additional piece of engagement of putting yourselves out there, and this is part of what I think for Atlanta, because we sat at our table a little bit more. It rained a little bit in Atlanta, so people were hanging out more in the lobby, and that's how we got a little bit more engagement there. But we're trying to find out ways to do that, and that was it was great, because then when I felt like when I went and got in the pool or I'm drinking, I had already met a whole bunch of people, and I could just walk up to them and say, well, hey, how's it going for you? How has the week been? You said you were nervous. How has your first day been, or your first night? So I really enjoyed that.
And I can't tell you how many people came up to me in the elevator or in the lobby to say, oh, yeah, I met your wife yesterday. She's amazing. Yes, she is.
It was really fun too, because it was, so one of the things that was different about this event, Phoenix and I think we were talking about this last night, was that there were a lot of people that came up to us and said, thank you for doing the podcast, and we tend to get recognized and we get mentioned, or people will say I love it, or I've listened to it a few times, and things like that. And so, but we're not, I don't even want to say celebrity status, but it's a little bit different here than it is at Naughty.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that last night, like what's the difference and what seems to be. And I said that I think the difference is, for people who see us at Naughty New Orleans, they've normally heard from us and they go to that event because they've heard it, and then they come up to us and they tell us we're here because of you.
Right.
These folks are here because they're here, but they also happen to know us. And so it's like, although there was one guy that came up to me and said that they were not sure about what this event was like. And so he searched on the internet about Splash events and found these videos on YouTube, and he said it was so helpful. He was so appreciative of having had at least a little bit of an idea of what these events were like. So that was really cool. But I think that's part of it too, for the recognition piece. But there were so many people that were just so lovely and always come up and tell us how much they appreciate the podcast and things. So thanks, guys. We do love that.
We love hearing that. We so appreciate hearing that from listeners and viewers, and it's still humbling, and we love it.
Absolutely.
So thank you for saying hi.
Yes. So continuing on, so Thursday night rolls around, and there's the opening seminar. There's, I think they did another we missed the icebreaker. Again, we had like an hour between things, and sometimes it's like we have to take this hour to eat because that's the only time we have to eat. But we missed the icebreaker, but we did the accidental speed dating, the couple speed dating that night, which is always fun. It's always a huge clusterfuck, basically, but we all laughed and just had a great time. Met some amazing couples.
Yes, we did.
That was a good time.
Speed dating.
Yeah, I did.
I always love speed dating. It's always my favorite event.
But I think sometimes people feel like if you didn't go the first night, like, why go the next night? Or like if you already went, why go again? You meet different
You'll
people
meet different people,
every
absolutely.
single
Each
time. Like
time.
I was sad we didn't make it
I am
last
too.
night.
Yeah.
Because
too.
you
I
really,
really felt
yes.
like we met a lot of people this time around.
And then you get to chat with them more later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. So I highly recommend that at these events. It's not overwhelming because these aren't overwhelming events. So it's speed dating was just, it's a lot of fun.
And here's the thing too, and we do speed dating at our events often as well. So we're intimately familiar with this, and it immediately became the standing joke. This is going to be a cluster. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you're going to meet a lot of people, but it's going to be a cluster. And that's the way speed dating always is.
Yeah.
But that's, for me, that's part of the fun of it.
Yeah, they got it down.
they did
I meant to ask how it went last
Yeah.
night. I think she finally cracked the code.
It was working,
yes,
It
yes,
was
I think she
working
finally
well, but
cracked
still, it's always challenging because, well, a couple of things happen. As you were pointing out, the way that they were doing it, which is, as far as I can tell, one of the better, easier ways to make it work. But here's the thing. You're facing someone, you're going to talk to them, and then the bell rings and you have to move. And because everybody moves a step to the left or a step to the right, whichever direction you're going, what happens is you're going to move from the couple that you're in front of talking to 2 couples over. And everybody gets locked up on that. They're like, oh, no, we've got to talk to the next couple. No, the process is you hit every other couple, and then it loops around, and you'll hit the next
going,
every other couple.
right.
But so people get locked up on that, and so that'll kind of break the pattern down. And then the other thing is, and we see this at ours all the time too, you meet somebody you like.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, we're not going to move. You go past us.
I
It's
got
like,
yelled at a lot. I know I got yelled at a lot. So she figured out that is what you need to do is
Separate,
So
yes.
she kept, and we were towards the front of where she was standing, the moderator was standing, and so she came through every time. And she's a dear friend, and so she came through every time, and she's like, "Shut up, Myrina, get away, back off." And so I kept making ugly faces at her and shooting her the bird, and people were like, and I'm like, "No, really, she's a friend. She's a friend. I promise, she's a friend." So yeah, she's like, "I'm sorry, I had to yell at you every time." I'm like, "Oh no, that's the best way. That's the because I'm going to keep on talking." So I am the big.
Really?
Yes, I know. A huge violator of the rule of shut up and move away. So that worked out well. That she could spread us apart, but that was really good. So I highly recommend doing the speed datings at this event, at any of the Splash takeovers. They are really, really fun. And so we did speed dating, and then that basically led straight into the party opening up that night.
Yeah.
The music was as always was great. They do a really great job. They bring in, I think it's 6 or 7 DJs over the entire weekend. So the music is constantly changing, and the DJs do certain sets. So even if you're maybe not like this particular one style, maybe they're more EDM, in 2 hours, a new DJ starts and comes and does their set. So it's really great the way that they keep that changing. And it happens at the pool too. Whoever's the one day isn't the next day. So it's constantly changing up. I really like that. I like that. And the parties were great. The themes, they do cute themes, and that was always good.
So what was Thursday night's theme?
Blush.
Yes.
Blush.
Bold and
Blush
blush.
and bold.
Yeah.
Well, blush
which was
or bold.
basically
Yeah.
pinks and reds.
Yep.
And then Friday was dark or sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
last night was fire and
and
ice. Yeah, so it was fun. It was a lot. You could a lot of great themes. A lot of people could be very creative with. Didn't really hold you down, and people did great.
Oh, I loved it. I
there's-
love watching all the outfits to see
Yeah.
how is somebody going to interpret this theme. I love it. It's one of my favorite things.
And I have to say, guys, if you don't like to dress up, I get it. We are not big dressers, uppers,
Oh,
but
I
we've
am
gotten
now.
more.
Oh, you-
We've gotten more into it. And there really isn't. If you just want to be in your t-shirt or whatever makes you comfortable. But I will say, it was really fun to see as many men,
Oh, I love it.
get in the fun and dress up. Even it was just the one guy that had the pink sequin vest on the blush and
that looked
blush
good.
and bold
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
It looked actually silver in the lights, and we came out in the lobby and it was pink, and it was so cool. And it had a little bow tie that matched, and it was like, and everybody just goes, "Oh, I love your thing," and everybody goes, "Amazon, Amazon, Amazon. I love your boots, Amazon. I love your dress, Amazon. Oh my God, that shirt, Amazon. The hat." So yes, it's all readily available.
And then there's the more advanced version of that. Oh, I love your dress. It's the exact same one I'm wearing. Where did you get it? Amazon.
Of course.
Duh.
Yeah, we all did. Yes, or Shine, or
Temu,
or Temu, or one of those things. But it really does make a difference. I think it's fun. So guys, if you're feeling the need, or you're feeling like you're not connecting, maybe dress up a little bit. Have your wives pick out something really fun and cool for you, and don't be embarrassed.
Wear something sparkly. It'll win every single time.
The women love to see guys in the guys that were wearing the sparkly shoes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there was quite a few gentlemen that were wearing. One guy had blue sparkly shoes.
I know. I want to find those. Those would do it.
Yeah, you need to get a blue.
That looked really fun. So go ahead and go all out and get some outfit stuff going on. But everybody looked really amazing. And I think, as you mentioned, this is a smaller event. This is the smallest of the 3 Splash takeovers. And Splash staff likes to definitely point out that they are 3 different events. And they really are. They truly are. But this one is it's a little bit of a smaller hotel. But I didn't feel like it was I still felt like as connected with folks in Atlanta that I did here. And I think Fort Lauderdale is the biggest. Is that the biggest one?
Yeah, I believe so.
Which is next, by the way, in a month.
Yeah.
So
I actually am looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Now that we're used to it, we know what to expect. To compare that to our first time, I think we'll have a great time.
Yes,
I'm looking forward to that.
But yeah, I think they do a good job of kind of having every hotel is a little bit different. So that makes each space a little bit different. Each party is, each ballroom place and space is different. Each playroom areas are different. This one was much more, they only have a limited space, but it still totally worked for the amount of people that were there. It was crowded, but not overcrowded. It was social, but not overwhelmingly too social. I think they did a good job. On one night it got a little bit loud upstairs in the playrooms because that is kind of a social area. I like it when it's social, but when you kind of need to have the balance of both. Last night they did a good job of helping people be a little bit quieter when they were just visiting around, but and walking the playroom floor. But
so we were going through night by night, and we got to the party started on Thursday.
I know, and then I was talking about how great
outfits
the different
and
venues,
costumes and
but
venues.
the venues are, and what that sparked me about how the different venues operate and the ballrooms and the things like that. So that's kind of why I was bringing all of that up. So that was Thursday night, and then Friday was work day for most of you guys. Actually, all of us kind of did it. So we're in Houston, and the whole country, the whole world, is all under a heat dome, right? It wasn't it like basically the entire world was under whatever this heat dome was, and I don't know a lot about weather and stuff like that, but
it was hot.
It was hot. That's all you need to know.
We're used to hot. We're used to hot.
Yeah, and it was rough, but people got through it.
There was a pool.
Yeah, the pool.
Pool and AC.
Yep, the pool and the air conditioning, and people went in and did classes during the day. If they were uncomfortable outside, the pool was packed. I think everybody did quite well. I didn't see anybody totally sunburned or get totally fried. I think people did a good job of staying hydrated and drinking, but not over drinking. I think people did a good job of balancing things out. So, but it was hot. It was really hot yesterday or Friday. But yeah, it was okay. It was doable. But we went back and forth a lot. So it was so warm. I did not feel like sitting outside and sweating to death. So, but we helped out with the pool game. So we would go outside and help out with the pool games. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of
fun.
Meeting everybody, and congratulations to everybody who won prizes. So the pool games that they do, there's always a really great prize, and so people won weekends at Splash, weekends at Caliente, weekends at Naughty New Orleans they gave away as a prize package, so it's really cool. So also participate in the pool games is the next piece there. But yeah, so that was great. And anything else on Friday during the day that was different, or it was not really?
I can't even remember Friday clearly.
Yeah, I'm having to.
It all runs together.
We were kind of working, and we sat down in the lobby for a while and worked, and so that we could kind of be more visible.
Yep.
That's true.
But did stuff. At least we could work, but be kind of in with the group.
Yep.
Which worked out well.